All right, friends, we're back to another Edge of Eternities Premier Draft. Let's get into it here today. Ooh, la la. Starfield Vocalist, permanent entering. Causes it to trigger. It triggers twice. That is pretty interesting. Now we can look at some pretty fun builds with this. You know what? Let's take it. Let's take it. I think we can have some success in blue. What else do we like in the pack? Seam Rip is fine. Infiltrator can be pretty good as well. I don't mind the modifier if you're trying to go that route. Seed Ship Agrarian is fantastic. Operative is cool. Embrace is fine. Savior, Stinger, Nutrient Block. This is a pretty good overall pack. Vocalist can be pretty cool. Warping in, finding some opportunities for it. Doesn't have a great win rate, but if we start out with it and we build around it, let's see what we can do here. Following that up immediately with the Dubious Delicacy seems like a pretty smart thing to do, doesn't it? Desculpting Blast I really like. Close Encounter is good. Shepherd. Shepherd is fine, especially if you have some targets with this. We have the Mechan, Embrace, Beam Saw, good. Orbital Plunge, and Bombard. But let's just grab the Delicacy here. Following that up, there's another Seed Ship Agrarian, Voidforged Titan, Jammer, Bombard, Stinger, Thawbringer, all pretty good. I mean, Seam Rip can end up grabbing two things with Starfield Vocalist out. But I do think the card advantage here with the Voidforged is pretty solid. We don't end up finding the right setup here for Vocalists. We can certainly move away from that. So we'll kind of focus on taking at least the best cards in the pack at the moment. I don't particularly love a lot here. Like All Fate's Scroll is fine. Mental Modulation I think is pretty bad. Plasma Bolt though, like Plasma Bolt, Stinger, all decent. Always could take a Pinnacle Kill Ship, but I think just for mana fixing and lander purposes, take the old Beam Saw Prospector. This gets pretty good if we can find this and a couple of the Monoists. That makes Embrace much better. So we're seeing Embrace. We're seeing a decent amount of blue cards as well. And I think now we just go ahead and we jam Psionicist here. Nutrient Block is also not a bad choice, but the second spell cast reduction here can be pretty good, and this being a 2/4 makes it pretty resistant to a lot of creatures. It's a very good blocker. Okay, now we have a choice here. We could scrounge, make a lander token, return something. Or we could download. I'm going to take the download. I think the download is just better card advantage. We're going to potentially find ourselves with some artifacts, so that seems pretty fine. Here we have a Pinnacle. Not too interested in that, mostly because of the double pip. This just isn't particularly great, unfortunately, in limited. We could take the Command Bridge or the Sweeper. There's a heavy, but I think our smart play here for some removal and interaction is Divert Disaster. Now we're just going to follow it up with a very quick Cryo Shatter. That is fantastic. We're back around, and our operative made its way. And we're going to get a Mechan. I think it's Mechan over Embrace. We've seen a lot of Embrace comes around. So I have a good feeling we'll be able to pick those up and get a decent little start here. Shaping up pretty good on our curve. Got some card advantage, a little bit of removal. We need to start looking for some of the top end here. That's where this deck's going to struggle just a little bit. I am going to take the Seam Rip. And I'll take a Mental Modulation, I suppose. I'm going to take the Seam Rip because it does combo with the Vocalist. So if we find any good white removal and a couple more like Beam Saws or ways to Galeblade's totally fine. Oh my. Look at this double mythic pack. Oh. Do I splash the white for the Sunborn? There is a couple of really good artifact generating or token generating. Like this with this is so insane. I'm taking it. Screw it. Okay. Ooh, there's a Mechanozoa or another Voidforged Titan is an interesting choice. There is a Cryo Shatter here too, but I think we'll see that again. I'm going to take the Mechanozoa, actually. We already have the Titan. We want top-end plays. This is good interaction as well. Okay, we have a Hullcarver, Skittermaw, another Divert Technician, or a Navigator. This lets us loot, and I like that. If we can find any decent, I'll say any decent spacecraft for our builds here, that could work out nicely. It's like Monoist versus Virus Beetle. That's tough. I'm gonna take the Monoist here. Maybe we'll see another Virus Beetle. I think Virus Beetle was a good... I think those two picks are like pretty close. If I try to make this Sunborn work, Monoist will be quite good. Making double tokens. I don't know if we're going to be able to play this, to be honest. We need some help with fixing for sure. That will be key, but I mean double lander production. It could be pretty interesting. All right, we have another Seam Rip, Annul, Jammer, Chrome Companion. We have a Decode here. Another Mechanozoa. Another Seam Rip. White is very open, actually. We could take a clean removal spell and Radiant Strike. I like just the second Mechanozoa, to be honest. The warp ability and ability to tap this down, and then again, if we can... I'm sure we'll see some spacecraft at some point. These are great spacecraft warp stationing creatures. How are we looking right now? 12 and 4. We need some interaction. We have the Cryo Shatter, Divert, the Dubious. That is it. Wow. I mean, we have to just, like, I can't pass up a Watery Grave. There's a Virus Beetle and a Divert Disaster. This fits beautifully into our colors. I think our colors might be open. Do I want a Sentinel here, or do I want a Decode? I think I want... Or an Operative. I think I want another Operative. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. We definitely want the Whale. That helps for our double spelling opportunities. Okay, we're doing okay here. A few other good creatures. I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing that, to be honest. Gosh, Sammy made its way back around too. And there's a Sammy's Curiosity here. I'll take a Lost in Space. That is a removal spell. I'm not as keen on this, but it can be fine. Breacher is fine. Could take a second Divert or a Cloud Sculpt Technician. I'll take the Technician, I guess, but probably I'm not sure if we're playing that. I don't know if I'll play the Annul either. What we got? Tropic Battle Cruiser. Okay. Another Psionicist Scrounge, but I think I just need removal. Oh, I guess what we could look for, legitimately we could look for, is a couple command bridges. Run like 2 of these. If we can find another Beam Saw, probably in good shape. We'll see what makes its way around, but I do want the Depressurize. We need a couple of just solid removals. Ooh, now here's a question. We have 6 artifacts. It's like Monoist versus Mouth. Very tough. I'm gonna take the Mouth, but I think this is a really close decision. And now it's like maybe I don't run 2 Mechanozoa here. There's a Godmaw. There's a Gravkill and a Virus Beetle and an Infiltrator. I think I just need the removal spell, so we'll take the Gravkill. Alright, another Cerebral, another Lost in Space, or we have this. This card is very, very interesting. I don't know if I'll play this. When this works, and when you can set up the plays for this, it's great. Dawnsire. Do I want the Dawnsire or Cryogenic Relic? Cryogen Relic. Like, isn't this just amazing? I'm gonna take the Relic. Maybe I should have taken that. I have no idea. Okay, there's an Embrace. Or do we want the Sir? I'm just not feeling good about my mana fixing here. The Cryo Shatter, totally fine. And our deck is looking pretty sweet. I am liking it. Maybe we do need to consider... I think we'll consider that and the Technician here. I'll consider the Void too, although I really don't know if I'm going to play this. I feel like in this, you need just a very strong suite of cheap removal as well. But like if you can Void and then depressurize on the same turn and then pull an impactful card out of the graveyard, like the swings with this card can be so good. And if you're able to attack twice, it's amazing. Oh, there's the Sentinel. I think we can consider that too. Man, maybe I should have taken that Dawnsire. That's going to be the one that I kicked myself for. Because we have a couple of really good creatures that we could play that and then warp things in and power it up pretty easy. And then it's just basically a removal spell on a stick. There's another Psionicist. Do I need the creature or do I take the command bridge? I'm going to take the creature. There's an Infiltrator there. Wow, these making its way around. Another Mechanozoa. Don't think we're going to play. Lost in Space, I don't think we'll play. Man, this feels like a pretty decent black-blue control deck. I'm kind of liking it. Kind of liking it a lot. At the Sunborn. Alright, let's take a look here. I don't know if we need the Gale Blade. A Relic. A Divert. Operative. Navigator to loot. Probably consider getting rid of the Technician. I don't know how good this here is going to be. Oh, this is permanent though, so we can hit lands with this, which is kind of interesting. The Dubious here, Grave Pack. We have a Lost in Space. Gravkill. Cerebral. And just a really nice top end. Creature-wise, we're at 16, so realistically, I think I could go one Mechanozoa down. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So here's the problem with this. We have good removal in Gravkill, Depressurize, Embrace. But the Cryo Shatters, the Divert, don't necessarily help us to trigger Void here. So I think I'm going to drop this. Do we have enough enters things that make this worth it? We have the Mechan, Whale, Zoa, the Delicacy, Relic. Okay. Vocalist can probably stay. It is just a good blocker. Don't know that I want to go too far more down on creatures. I'm honestly thinking getting rid of this Sentinel. And then maybe honestly Lost in Space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Couple of card draw effects. 7 removal spells, but we have interaction with Mechanozoa. Double spelling here. We're looting here. The Psionicist should help us to be able to pump out some of these things a little bit faster. And I think 17 lands is very reasonable. I like it. Feels like it could be a pretty good little deck. Let's get to some games. Oh. You know what? This is fine. This is fine. We're on the draw. I have turn 2 plays. We need 1 black source and we're up and running. We'll give it a go. E-Dog, I hope you're doing well. Please don't punish me too badly here. Ooh. The old mulligan. Okay. I have a turn 2 and a turn 3 play. Navigator into Infiltrator. Black-red, nice. Weapons manufacturing. I'm gonna do this. So start looting if we need to. Starforge. This is brutal. It's fine. The question here ends up being, I think the right play is Relic. But if I draw any land, I'm double spelling and getting more card draw. And this is also resilient to the weapons manufacturing. Getting pinged. Free attack, free card draw. Pay the life. Now we operative. And now we relic. Now we draw again. We are finally finding our colors. We'll do some interesting things here. Probably just the beam saw, right? I don't really need it. Only do that at sorcery speed. That'd be so good if it wasn't sorcery speed. Secluded Starforge is a fantastic land regardless. So the question here is... Play land. Let's just see, because if they end up blocking the Infiltrator, I'm going to take less damage here. Now I'm strongly incentivized to do this. This voids me and just draws me another card. This deck is great. This has been a nice sequence. Our opponent's dirtled here a little bit. Yeah, now they're just making a 2/2. I could warp, depressurize the token. I could just play this straight up and then depressurize the token. Counters. Big damage. Extra card draw. Void. Card draw again. Yeah. I can double spell again next turn. The whale and a grav kill. You can grav kill and cryo shatter. Is that lethal? They block. That we're big enough. Get in 5, 6. Yeah. Very good game, friends. That was a good first game for this deck. Now, again, granted, our opponent, they got weapons manufacturing on right away. Had they had like a Slaggill Scrapper or something that could have, started making use of these munitions tokens, certainly could have gotten some value. The difference ends up being is, and some of the sequencing for the plays was to get a few creatures out that couldn't be killed by a single one of these. Now, granted, they could have thrown them to face and done a few other things like, blocked and then tried to sack one or whatever. But I will take that first W. Ooh. We are on the draw. I'm going to try it. We have interaction. We have Relic on 2 for card draw. 4 lands, all of our colors. Essentially just don't want to see any more lands. Okay. Tenderfoot. Relic. Okay. Thanks, but no thanks, deck. Wow. Okay. I am in danger. I think actually this maybe stops the bleeding the best. And grav kill next turn. We'll then be able to lock down the Nova Hellkite. They just go land. They didn't find the land. They had land. Interesting. Okay. They're playing around like a divert disaster. Sure. Smart. But this is giving me the time I need. Monolith seems maybe actually not great. Let's just get this in. Because if this sticks... If they jam it, I can still Relic. It's a good blocker for Chrome. Yeah, they're going to jam it here. Ping me for one. Pinnacle Kill Ship. Okay. Sure. I would have thought that they would have went Nova Hellkite. Lock this down. Draw the card. I mean, we have a Nova Hellkite answer in Embrace. I think we just Monoist here. Yep. Sure. Now it's like, do you attack? This goes up for 7. What I do is warp this in, lock this down, then embrace this. Then, next turn, I'm going to Mouth of the Storm and depressurize. Sure. Nova Hellkite. And we still have Mechanism, which is pretty good. And we have Cryo Shatter. I am at 9 here. Like, I can lock down the modifier, I think I need to start attacking here. And I feel like hang on to the Watery Grave. And even if they pump something up, Mechanizo is there. I don't know what they kept. Maybe a land or something. Okay. We did indeed stabilize. Got ourselves another win. All right. Operative, Delicacy, Grav Kill, Mechanizoa, good interaction. Couple of things we could do on 3. Nice little curve. We're yet again on the draw. We got 3 lands. You can find something cheap to play. Like that. Do need another island. Right on time. So it's like I have other 2-mana plays. This is kind of like taking 3 damage maybe for no reason. 2 damage, I guess. I'm gonna operative here. And Cryo Shatter there. England. You can Delicacy down there, operative. Okay. Just killed it. That's fine. I am good with that, friends. Warping in a Mechanizoa. Okay. A very similar build here. They're not playing that on 6. With the old red, white, and blue. I don't want them blocking here. I want to get the card draw. And Unravel. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Still get to draw the card, I suppose. And then I will do this. I don't need either land. That's a very good Starbreach Whale. I have a feeling Mechanizoa is coming down. I'm not going to block. Infiltrator? Nope, they're gonna let me get the cards. I am taking them. You can have a 4/3. Seems fine. Sure. Sure. Again, at my top end here with Cerebral Download and the whale, the mouth. Like we just have the setup here. Mechanizoa can come down as a 5/5. So like I'm even fine to trade my Voidforged Titan for their Terra Pact Intimidator. All day. Why are you doing that? It's leaving. Okay. See if we get a card first. Set up our draws. I don't think either of those are going to be very good at the moment. Sure. It feels like Vocalist into probably Download, right? This gets in for free. Draw another card. I just need I need some way to kill the Cosmogrand Zenith here. I'm really assuming that they can't double spell. I'm gonna get one more turn here. They can double spell. That's insane. Wow. Let's see. If I take 8, I can lock down the whale. Deal 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Deal 9 damage on the crackback. I think I'm okay with this. It's like I can mouth, and then also warp Mechanizoa. Do I even want to do that? They're able to block with the whale, but like, whatever. They stop 3 damage. Draw a card. What do I want to do here? Probably Navigator. And this should just be lethal on the return with Mechanizoa. Double Mouth of the Storm from the Vocalist is pretty sweet. -6, -0. Pretty good. Sure. All right. It's operative. Let's work this in. Tap both of those, kill the Zenith, and attack for lethal. That was cool. Okay, I'm on the draw again. That's fine. Pretty decent hand, especially if we can find a few lands. So if we can go like land here, this is looking pretty good. About to get pollinated. Hello. Don't pollinate me. Ow. Trepid Tenderfoot. They're breaching the whale. Little blue-green action. Get our beam saw up, then we'll get our infiltrator up. Hopefully by that point we can double spell, get a little bit of benefit from our infiltrator. Card advantage has been, I think, the thing that's really been fueling this deck, giving us the options, allowing us for double spell plays and just hitting land drops consistently. So this isn't bad either. Next turn we can go Infiltrator and then have Embrace and Cryo Shatter up. Which seems pretty good. Lab Ship, nice. Lab Ship came. Maybe. Oh, wow. Okay, hey. More power to them. They're going to be able to make this a 2-2. Why did they do that? Should have did that first. Could have gotten an extra station on this. What do we want? Yeah, I think we still just Infiltrator. Because now, this next turn, assuming this has to go to 9. This will see if they can get it to 9. They are going to get it to 9, folks. We're going to take 6 damage here. Okay, I think this is a relic. Draw a card. Do I need this to come in? Untapped. I play it untapped. I'm able to Cryo Shatter the Ice Cave, which I think we want to be able to do. This is a heck of a turn for me here. Wow. Beautiful. That was really good. And now, by doing that, well, doesn't matter now. I was gonna say, by doing that and hitting the Ice Cave Crasher with Cryo Shatter, it makes it so they couldn't Gene Pollinator the Crasher to get the mana. Obviously, they found their way through that, but that was still pretty good. Now, I do have the 5/5 to be concerned with. If I Grav Kill here, I can double spell by mechanizoing this whale down and then star breaching. I only have 4 lands. Shoot. Well, that is a problem. I think I have to Mechanizoa the whale. Now, they'd be smart to block the infiltrator. I think I need to set up my draws here. I honestly think I just need lands. I just need to get to the 6th land so that I can Mechanizoa. Honestly need to get to the 7th land so I can mouth. They just go like Germinating Worm here. I take a damage. Oh, this is so awkward. That actually is a pretty good sequence. Now, if they have a few removal spells here, I'm in trouble. Like something to fight the whale. Yep, that's bad. They have another one? Okay. Alright. I can find my way out of this. Take 3 in the air here. Block this. Take 3. Play my land. It's like Mechanizoa to lock down the whale. It's probably my best play. Oh, I just didn't find the lands we needed. Can't attack. Their only real attack is this. I mean, have to make that trade. If I play the Starfield Vocalists, I can also keep up Divert Disaster. And if not diverting, this also blocks the Sentinel. Sure. Okay. Let's go find a blue source. Four, five, six, seven, 8. If they're holding a divert disaster, I am screwed. Instead, I think I pass here. I'm gonna fight my... Okay. I don't know. That makes no sense to me. What's wild is I don't want to play that. And I don't want to play Mouth of the Storm. But this keeps up Divert Disaster. This has been an interesting game. Voidforge Titan, I don't feel like I can play. Really interesting game here. Man. Yeah, we had the removal spell. Gosh, we stabilized on 3. We had the removal spell, so it's like Island, we just Dubious Delicacy, the Gene Pollinator, and we swing with everything, and they have to take 3/6. Wow. Being able to hold that Divert Disaster. And I feel like they probably had Glacial Godmaw in their hand for a while, and then they got to the point where they just have to jam this, right? They wanted to get the sequence of Glacier and Island. And that just essentially probably made them hold. I don't know what their last card is, but that definitely made them hold this land until they could do that. And at that point, they just have to jam, and Divert Disaster comes in, saves the day. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I like it. Good early play, some good interaction, potentially some double spell opportunities as well. So we'll get rocking and rolling. We got our colors. Plenty of double spell opportunities now. It's a blooming stinger. Nice. Probably get the Monoist up. Because then Infiltrator like Crow Shatter or Embrace. Oh, actually kind of awkward. More so actually probably want to get the Infiltrator up. Two here. Double blooming stinger. Wow. Okay. Monos is a better blocker. We'll find opportunities for the Infiltrator. I was like, what could they possibly have for one blue mana? It's a Gale Blade. It is a Gale Blade. They gonna diplomatic relations this? Which is honestly what I was worried about playing the Infiltrator. We want the Infiltrator to get in and be able to deal some damage. Start drawing some cards for us. I think they're gonna kill this. Oh. Well, get rid of a stinger here. Unless they have Biosynthetic Burst or Biosynthetic Burst or whatever. Looks like they might. Sure. Okay. This just draws me the cards. Yeah, it gives me another one. Helps to reduce the damage I potentially take as well. Double Cryo Shatter and Grav Kill, so even next turn I can Grav Kill, Cryo Shatter, Infiltrator, attack. Seems pretty good. Get something a 3/3. Stinger, sure. Like it's awkward. I'm gonna take 4 damage. Well, now, not gonna take 4 damage. Hmm. Okay. Getting to that point where we're stabilized. Sure. Wondering if I just Void Forged here. I think we do. I actually think it makes sense to take out the Blooming Stinger here. Since we have the second Cryo Shatter, I just don't want like a Diplomatic Relations or some Close Encounter or something. Well, Close Encounter wouldn't work. Diplomatic Relations or Meltstrider's Resolve, killing my Titan. I guess they could do the same thing with Wayfarer. But now attacks get a lot better. Voyage 4 Titan can start getting in for 5. There's a Crasher. There's a Cryo. There's an attack. Me, I'm just blocking with the Crasher, but they have something they can do. They get landfall, and attack, and then it dies. I need like Download or Starbreach Whale or something here to help set up some draws. How about we divert that? Exactly what I was worried about. I called it, didn't I? May not win this game, but it's like a pretty heads-up play that was a very reasonable card for them to have. I don't know why they keep looking at Ice Cave Crasher. I don't understand. A removal spell would be fine too. Get like Wayfarer out of the way. Ooh. Actually, let's see. Let's see what they're gonna do here. Because if I can trigger Void on my turn by just them just making this block and keep depressurize up. See, so now I'm incentivized to do this and kill this because then they can't draw the card from it. I get Void. I now get the Operative. Putting a little bit more power and toughness on the battlefield. That was a great draw, depressurize. Sure. Crack your lander and make it a 1/4 and tap it and have it kill itself. At some point, they have to block this. Okay. Sure. The Operative. End the turn, draw the card. Okay, another Wayfarer's not great. I will need an answer for that. think I just play this straight up. I mean, Mouth of the Storm is fantastic. I will hold. You can find your land. I hope this is not a Glacial Godmaw in their hand. That would make me very sad. I love that they keep looking at Ice Cave Crasher with Cryo Shatter on it, like it's gonna change. I wonder if they have like a Seed Ship Impact or something that they're considering trying to use. They have hovered over that just way too much. Yeah, well, it's not a Glacial Godmaw. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe they're worried about a divert disaster. They already got punished by once. Wow. They have their own Mouth of the Storm. Look at that. Which is now interesting because now I have to play mine. Right? Because I can't afford... If they find a removal spell for Starbreach Whale... Yeah, I have to just jam mine. Alright, I need a removal spell. What do we have left? I'm out of Cryo Shatters. Ooh, I'm relatively low on removal. I could tap it down. Mechanizoa would be a good draw. That probably hypothetically wins us the game. Sure. That, friends, was not it. This is close. I'll be amazed if they take this. I don't see how they can. We just need to clear up the air here. They took it. Wow. Here's the problem now. I have to block Mouth if they attack. But then they're dead. Well, that's assuming that they don't have something in their hand to either take care of my Mouth of the Storm or something that has reach, like Sky Stinger or something. Because if I take the 6, Grove Strider. Okay, well, playing that out simplifies this a little bit. You can tap the Gene Pollinator, make your Tenderfoot a 4/4. But you can't attack with Mouth of the Storm. Alright. Oh, come on. Block it now. I should have attacked with the whale. No, come on, game. If they just make Intrepid Tenderfoot huge. Yeah, we got some chump blocks. I should have attacked with the whale. What was I doing? That's the game right there if I just attack. Oh, that's actually not true. Starbreach Whale being back on defense is better for me. This feels like a swing out. And if they do that, I honestly could even take the Tenderfoot damage. Or take like a Wayfarer damage. And chump enough to win the game. So. And then any like creature or any interaction. Okay. They'd have 4 things on the ground to block, so. It's like if I find a removal spell or a way to tap something down. I need action here. Dubious Delicacy keeps me alive. Jeez, dude. Oh, man. What a game. Wow. Those 3 lands right there in a row is backbreaking. I mean, even a creature. Like, creature here. Would have been enough. See if they take the swing. If I'm them, what am I worried about? Lost space? I guess. Yeah, that would be bad on the Grove Strider. So I could just chump the Tenderfoot and then block the Wayfarer, go down to 1. Oh, they have a diplomatic relations. Good game. It didn't matter what I did then. So that is a tough way to go out on that game. I finally get on the play here and have a less than stellar hand. I will keep 6 and go down here. Let's rock and roll. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna get tempoed here, aren't I? Take 4. Yep. This is the deck that will absolutely crush me if I can't find some answers here. That's a good blocker. Assuming it doesn't get bombarded. Oh, just a Wayfarer. Okay. If I warp this in, I can then play Dubious Delicacy for 1. Which seems pretty freaking good. Goodbye. Now a island would be astronomical here. Sure. That is not an island, friends. Do I embrace the Tanook? I think so. I don't want them to get their card draw going, and hopefully Starfield Vocalist remains. Although it might get orbital plunged here. Actuator. Okay. Please not 17 lands. Oh, any action there, and we are... I'm feeling quite good. Dude. This isn't real. I cannot believe I drew another land. Wow. I've seen 3, 4, 5, 6, I've seen 6 spells and 9 lands. It's crazy. I'm not blocking. If their next turn is something huge, then I get in for some damage, I guess. It's literally not. Whatever. Beam saw. Play land. Say go. I block the 3/4. Biosynthetic burst me to death, please. I go to 1. Plasma Bolt. Good game. Sure. Good game. Okay, well, I cannot 2 games in a row. I can't draw that many lands and not find some action. I mean, we were behind, I feel like, from the get-go, and we made some Warp Dubious Delicacy. That play was pretty sick. That definitely kept us in it. And, you know, really punching some damage. Maybe I get a little aggressive on a few attacks there, but I don't know. Okay. I am on the draw. Red, green again. Yeah, we'll get the mechan up. This is about to die. Sure. I mean, that just played perfectly to their hand, didn't it? Get Infiltrator up. It's gonna be like a germinating worm on into larval Scoutlander or something crazy here. If freaking 6 lands on turn 4. Pretty sick. I play the operative, I don't get Siege Shimp impact. Hey, look at that. Germinating worm. Diplomatic Relations. Blooming Stinger. Make this a 3/3 flyer. Sure. I mean, I am going to have a really hard time competing with this. That was at least a little something, I guess. Still take a boatload of damage here. I'm gonna need another land, I think. Okay, so what is my play here? I need another land. No, I can Uthros and Gravkill. Which feels fine. This right here and the extra cards is the only thing truly keeping me in this game. Do I Cryo Shatter here? No. If I need to, I double block Psionicus and Operative if they kill the Beam Saw. I'm just worried about walking into a Glacial Godmaw here. I'm just gonna chump this. That gives me Mechan. Crasher. think I do want the land also. I didn't want double land, that's for sure. I have to just try to win the card advantage game here. Okay, I mean, we are doing some stuff. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, they felt what I felt the last handful of games there. We were drawing a lot of cards that game though. Psionicis have been absolutely amazing. Okay, nice little 5 winner. Like to get to 7. Like to find the old trophy here. Let's get game 6 out of the way first. Okay, on the play, Beamsaw, Psionicis, Depressurized, Cryo Shatter. I can't love this hand anymore. This seems pretty dang good. I think it's just definitely this. Maybe it's not. Hopefully we can naturally draw the 3rd land. Sure. Draw the natural 3rd land, please. Yes. I want to take this. I'll take my lander. Sure. There we go. Yeah, sure. We can do this once. Monitor. Sure. I think I need to... No, I need the land. Find a swamp. Okay, well, this is going to work out pretty swimmingly here. That was pretty good. Sure. Sure. A bunch of 2/2s. Sounds good. was a mistake. Oh, I guess they can draw and discard. Get it one time. I just haven't put enough pressure on their life total here. Make these 3/3s, sure. It's pretty good. Which is going to be my problem now. I think I just need action. It's like the land, I can tap this down with Mechanizoa, and I do want to be able to draw to be able to play it. Operative, sure. Yep. Make it bigger, sure. They have done a fantastic job going wide here. Really fantastic. That was a mistake. We want to tap something down here. Warp this in, tap this down. Should have did that first to punch in the damage. That was dumb. I forgot they could block flyers. I thought they couldn't block. It's my bad. Like another land here, Mechanizoa seems really good. Voidforged Titan. Definitely a pretty decent draw here. We win the fight in the air. Now we have a good blocker. Relic, sure. Another spell. Ooh, they can lock the whale down. That's really good. Alright, I need Mechanizoa. I need land for Mechanizoa. Lock down their flyer. Or a removal spell. Or Mouth of the Storm. No, I can't play Mouth of the Storm. Land. Beautiful. Can't attack. Lightsmith is really good. Double Lightsmith? Are you joking? Wow. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. If I attack with Whale, punch me for 3, I go down to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4. What if I attack with Mechanizoa? They just block. That sucks. They can double spell here. That's insane. Insanely good. I think we're in a tough spot here. I needed something there. Creature. If another station monitor? What? That's insane. 3 station monitors. And double lightsmith. It's gross, dude. That's gross. The only thing that I can draw here is not that. What? They drafted 4 station monitors. Sure. So we take 4 in the air. No, I don't do that. Let's be smart with this. Like, I'm actually not dead here. 3, 4, 5. I go down to 1. Right? Is that good blocks? Does that make sense? Sure. Still not dead. Still not dead. No way I'm beating a deck with double lightsmith and 4 station monitors. And I killed 3 of them. Legitimately almost killed 4 of them. Mouth of the Storm right there, while it would not have kept me alive, would have been tremendously hilarious. Oh, man. Well, that's going to wrap this one up. Gosh, this deck was so fun. This video was really long, but this deck was amazingly fun. I think this deck had the chops to get there. 2 of the losses, we just didn't draw action. I mean, the deck can draw a lot of cards, interestingly enough. That last game, I mean, dumb, insane value. The one area that I made the mistake was attacking with that Gravepack Monoist. That was the one thing that I did poorly there. I should not have made that attack. I don't think it changes the course of much. I take a little bit more damage, but I think their sequence and our draw sequence ends up being the same, so not a crazy difference there. I guess maybe it's like I could force a chup. Maybe I would have gotten an extra draw from Voidforged Titan. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. But the other 2 games that we lost, we just drew too many lands. It just, I'm gonna keep saying this, just consistently feels like out of all of the formats before, this one suffers from that the most. And I don't know what it is, because I really feel like with lander production, some of the other things that you have access to that shouldn't be the case. And it's just, I don't know if it's the hand smoother or I don't know what's going on with it. But it feels a little more consistent than normal. But this deck was really sweet. Really, really fun. Good removal, Crow Shatter, Embrace the Dubious. The Divert ended up being huge. Depressurized Grav Kill was awesome. We had a really cool suite of creatures. Really liking Mechanozoa. Mouth has been great. Void Forge, Star Breach. We had a download to get some extra card advantage. Vocalist, the Warp Vocalist with the Scion Assist into the Delicacy was a dream play of mine. That was really, really fun to kill 2 creatures. And then we were able to even do some more stuff with it that next turn, which was pretty awesome. I don't really think the deck needed a whole lot. It's really hard to say that, but like I can't think of a card here that I'm not happy to continue to play in that same fashion, and I think we run this deck back exactly as is, and I think we're easily repeating, if not improving on the record. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you so much for checking this video out as long as it was. And yeah, we do a whole bunch of MTG Arena content. We have some more Edge of Eternities to keep working through as we eagerly await Spider-Man coming out here, and still a couple of weeks from now. Pre-release will be here before you know it. But if you enjoy all that action, we have a whole playlist of it, all of our arena directs and the different qualifiers and everything that we jumped into. In addition to all of that, we do a whole bunch of pack openings every Wednesday on the channel. So if you're interested in that, be sure to stick around. Go check our playlist. We have every single awesome opening up on the channel for you to enjoy. We've done a lot of fun stuff. Had some really cool Edge of Eternities collector boosters. We had a fantastic Final Fantasy booster box, collector booster box that you have to see, plus a whole bunch of other fun sets as well. So be sure to give that a peruse, and we also have some EDH content as well, continuing to build that playlist out. So if you're interested in all that, check down below, hit that subscribe button for us as we're on the road to 1,000 subs, our first big channel milestone. Likes, comments are appreciated. We'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Peace.